All right, this is a stoichiometry question from the 2021 paper, chemistry higher level paper. It's question 10, part C. First part, well, we're given a lot of this preamble. This is some information here, two chemical equations, and then we're asked to find the mass of silver in the alloy. Okay, so we're given this mass of an alloy and we're told it's composed of just silver and copper, but we don't know enough about it. We don't have the chemical formula, so we can't work out the number of moles in that mass, that's 76.2 grams. So we're going to have to approach it from a different direction. And it gives us this, it gives us 22.5 grams of copper nitrate. We've got the chemical formula of that. Copper nitrate's here in this second chemical equation. So that's going to be our starting point. We're going to get the number of moles of copper nitrate in that mass. So to do that, we need to work out the relative molecular mass of copper nitrate. So that's Cu and then NO3, 2. So what have we got in there? We've got copper, and that is 63.5. I've got nitrogen, that's 14. I'm just writing down the relative atomic masses. I've got oxygen, which is 16. Got one of those, so that's just 63.5. Nitrogen, how many do we have? We've got two of those. That's 28. And then oxygen, we've got 3 by 2 is 6. And that's 96. So we add that up and we get 187.5. And although relative molecular mass is unitless, we can consider that grams per mole. Okay, so that means that if we've got 187.5 grams, that equals 1 mole. We don't have 187. What we've got is 22.5 grams, so we need to find out how many moles are in that. So to do that, we divide 22.5 grams by the relative molecular mass, so divided by 187.5 grams per mole. That equals 0.12 mole. So now we know we've got this number of moles of copper nitrate. Let me just move that over here. So this is the number of moles of CuNO3, 2. So we can put that in 0.12 moles. And because there's a 1-to-1 ratio, because we're going to work out how much copper we have. We're going to work out how much copper we have in terms of moles. We've got like I said, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So we'll have the same number of moles of copper. So that's 0.12 moles of copper. And the atomic mass of copper is, as we mentioned earlier, 63.5 grams per mole. So if you had 1 mole, it would be 63.5 grams. We have 0.12 moles. So let's find out how many grams in that. So I'll just multiply that by the relative molecular mass, 63.5. Oops, 63.5 grams per mole. That equals, moles cancel, leaving me with grams, 7.62 grams. So that's the amount of copper. Now I go back to this mass of alloys that I had, 76.2 grams. So I'm going to remove the copper because I know the alloy consists of just silver and copper. If I take the copper out of it, so it's 76.20 grams, and it consists of silver and copper only. If I subtract the mass of copper, then I'll be left with the mass of silver. That gives 68.58 grams of silver. Okay, so that's the answer to the first part. Now we're asked, I'm here now, what was the ratio by mass of silver to copper in the alloy? What was the ratio by mass of silver to copper? Well, I've got the mass of both of them. I've got silver, Ag, is 68.58 grams, and copper is, let's put those dots there to signify it's a ratio, 7.62 grams. So to get a ratio, I'll divide the smallest, divide both values by the smallest. So that's going to give me 1 there. And I divide this by the smallest value as well. And that gives me 9. Okay. So that's Ag, and that's copper. That's the ratio. Okay, so that's the answer to part 2. Correct. First one correct. Right, so the last bit, I'm just going to make a little bit of room, rub some stuff out. What total volume of nitrogen 4 oxide gas measured at STP was released in these reactions? Okay, so I'm interested in this nitrogen oxide and this nitrogen oxide. So I've got the moles sorted for this equation. I can see it's between the copper nitrate and the nitrogen oxide, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, so I'll have twice the amount of nitrogen oxide, so that's 0.24 moles of that. And what about in the first equation? Let's see. So I know the mass of silver, so I need to find out the moles. I've got the mass of silver, which is 68.58. So silver is 68.58 grams. The AR, the atomic mass of silver, is 107.87. Decimal places kind of depends on what periodic table you're looking at. It can be rounded off differently. But to find out the number of moles, I'm going to divide the mass by the relative atomic mass, 107.87 grams per mole. Grams will cancel out and give me moles. So divide 68.58 by 107.87, and that gives me 0.635 moles. And that was the silver is 0.635 moles. And I can see there's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I'd have the same amount of moles of nitrogen oxide. So it's 0.635 moles nitrogen oxide. So if I am just going to go for a color change, I've got this value 0. And that's NO2. I've got that from the first reaction, and from the second reaction I've got 0.24 moles of NO2. Okay, so I'm just going to add those together. So that's the number of moles of nitrogen oxide, and I know that at STP, 1 mole occupies 22.4 liters. So I need to find out what 0.875 mole occupies. So I'm just going to have 0.875 mole multiplied by 22.4 liters. And that equals 19.6 liters of NO2. So that's the answer to part 2. So that makes that one not part 2, but it's just part 2 of part 1, if that makes sense. Okay, down tools, it's done.